wasted. My heart grows heavy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever, but I'm so happy to be back. Let's get started with this 100% drugstore makeup look. I'm telling you to excuse my fake tan because it's looking crazy right now. I'm starting off with the face, of course, and that is the new WetnWild setting spray, which is actually very nice. And then I'm going in with some Garnier primer. All of the names will be listed in the bottom bar, but this is great because it actually has a tinge to it, has a nice little orange tinge, so it gives a nice little layer of coverage without feeling so heavy on the face. Now I'm going in with the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I'm in the shade W3. And after I struggle to open this, I'm going to show you how cool it looks. It's a little sponge full of the foundation, so it's actually really cool. And it gives a nice, luminous, dewy look, very youthful. And I'm just going to apply this with my Real Techniques buffing brush all over the face. Yes, girl, yes. All over. Yes, girl. Next, we're going to do concealer. This is the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I am just applying it under my eyes. That's very fluffy face. And I'm just doing that in a triangle shape under the eyes, so I can conceal the dark circles and all that jazz. And I'm also going to go down the nose, cupid's bow, chin, and also on the forehead. We're highlighting and concealing with this. We will look extra nice for our date night. Now once I'm done applying that, I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and I'm going to just pounce that all over. I like to go back and forth onto the eye because it's kind of like making sure it's not going to crease. It's kind of like with your bangs. When you want them to lay right one way, you go back the other way. So it's just helping it really get in there and stay. And with the excess on the beauty blender, I'm going underneath where my contour is just to help to clean it up for later. Now on to baking. I'm going to be baking everywhere I place concealer. So I'm going under the eyes, bridge of the nose. We're going to even hit the smile lines because you know on a date you're always smiling at whoever you're on a date with. So you want to make sure that nothing creases there. So that just is going to help prevent that. And then we're also going to go where I placed right underneath the contour, as I said earlier, just to really help for later on with my contour. And this is the Coty translucent powder, best translucent powder at the drugstore, I'm convinced. Now onto brows. I'm just taking a little bit of this NYX concealer that comes in a palette and I'm just going to clean up right under my brows as is. Please excuse the stray hairs. Mama needs to get wax. And then I'm going with this Wet n Wild brow pencil. You'll see later on that it wasn't exactly my favorite. It's kind of too soft, so if you put even the smallest amount of extra pressure, it just kind of like balls up on you and creates a mess. But for now, it did its job. And I'm just going and trying to follow my natural brows, and then I'm going to spoolie it in and give you another very sexy face. Right here is where I'm talking about. It's like, ooh, sorry girl, that is not cute. And I'm going to clean that up, and again, we're just spooling it on through. Okay, so once I fill them in with the pencil, I'm going in with my Salon Perfect Powder Quad, and this stuff is the bomb. I get it from Walmart. This is what I use every single day on myself. I absolutely adore this palette. It is amazing if you have dark brows. I'm telling you guys, there's something in this powder that is gold. I've hit pan on it so many times. It is the bomb.com. Don't care what anybody says. Get it at Walmart. Get it. It's the bomb. Then I'm going in with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist, and this is just going to help me set them, and it's in dark brown. It helps to just tint the front of them so it's not so, bam in your face like, oh, I drew my brows on, but, it's awesome. Next, I am just going to smooth out the concealer that was on my eyes, my nose hairs, and that other sexy face, full of sexy faces today. I'm just going in with this NYX pencil and I'm just going to run that all over my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out later right here as you see, but we just want to put that all over the lid. So as you see here, I did go in with the Balm Voyage palette by The Balm, and I didn't like it, so I switched over to the Lorac Pro 2 palette using Sorbet and Tawny as my transition shades. This palette is awesome. It used to be sold at Sephora, and now they no longer sell it, so it is considered drugstore. It has every color you'll ever need in your life, so if you need a palette and you just want one, just get that one. It's awesome. Now I'm going in with a Wet n Wild Trio, and I'm using that more ashy metallic tone in my crease and my outer corner first, and then I'm going to go back into the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to use Gogi and Ash mixed together for some extra depth. Then I just go in with Gogi itself. I don't have that clip, but I did just use that on the outer corners itself right here. As you can see, it's a more cranberry pink color, and I want this look to be more of that blushy pinky tone. So I'm just working that into my crease and my outer corner. We're blending it out, and I lost a whole 15 minutes of footage, but I just wanted to get this up for you guys, so I figured I would just let it go. I went in with lashes. These are the Salon Perfect 33 lashes. You'll see throughout this whole rest of the time that I am messing with my lashes, like right here, because they are just not cooperating with me. They are gorgeous lashes, but they were just not doing me any justice at all. So on my lower lash line, because you cannot see what I have, I use the shade Dark Sienna, which is in the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I also used on my my top liner, I used the new Wet n Wild Black pen liner. Now I'm just dusting off all of my baking, and I'm going in with a Maybelline like little trio type thing, and I'm using that shade right there, that sparkly shade, because since the look is so smoky, I figured that having a very sparkly inner corner would just be super pretty. And then I'm just going in again with some more mascara. That's a Wet n Wild mascara. Again, I'll have the names listed below. Now we are powdering with a Wet n Wild powder. We're going to go that all over the face, and then I'm going to take this new L'Oreal Sculpt Duo, and I'm going to take the contour shade, and I'm going to contour my nose and my cheeks with this. This powder is awesome. If you have skin tones like mine and even lighter, it is amazing. Amazing drugstore powder. I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to blend out my cheek contour with this little Sonia Kashuk brush, and then I'm going to bronze with actually a face powder. I like to take darker face powders from the drugstore since I know that they'll be matte, because most drugstore bronzers do have a sheen, and I don't really want a sheen to my bronzer. So I'm just going to take this one along my forehead, on my cheeks, and I actually do take it down my neck a little bit, but I don't have that clip here. We're going to just take it on my temples and my cheeks for right now. Once I'm done bronzer, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. highlight. It says bronzer, but it is a highlight. And I'm just going to take that underneath my eyes, my nose, cupid's bow, and chin and smile lines just to give a glowy appearance. Then I'm going to go on with this Wet n Wild Trio and just take the blush. And then I'm also going to take the highlight that's in that little trio. And I'm first going to go in dry, as you'll see. But then I wet my brush, and it transformed it so much. I'm going to highlight my nose, my cheeks, my cupid's bow, and also my nose and my lips, because why not? Why not highlight your lips, right? So once I'm done highlighting, I am finished with my face. So I'm just going to take a dual fiber brush, and I'm just going to blend it all together. I don't want any harsh lines. And then I'm going to dabble into what I want to do for my lips. And I finally figured out I wanted to do a nudie pink lip. And once I am done, as you see right here, wiping off my lip freckle, I am going to fill it in with a NYX pencil that is literally called Nude Pink, and we just want that to stay opaque, so I'm going to fill in my entire lip. And on a date night, you know you're going to be kissing, and you want that to just last all night long. So I'm just going to fill in my entire lip with that. So the original shade I chose is by NYX, and it is in their Lip Suede line, and it is in Tea and Cookies. It's a little too pink for me, but I do like the shade. I wind up later going in with more of a creamy shade that I got from a local beauty supply store, and you will see that later. Now I'm just going to blend some more, and I'm also going to add some black liner. It wasn't smoky enough for me. I wanted it more night appropriate, date night, more sexy. So I added that, and I also added some mascara to the bottom lash line. There we go, see me doing that. And here is that lip color I was talking about. I'm just going to add it to the center, and I'm going to blend it out with my finger just so I get that more like super blended effect, and it just makes your lips look a little bit more pouty and cute. And then I'm also going to go over that with a nude gloss by NYX as well for that juicier effect on the lips. And since we went on with a liquid lipstick and we lined, it's going to help it stay on, so the gloss really won't affect it. And then we are finishing off the look with some setting spray. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I will be back later. Write in the comments down below what you want to see next. And other than that, I love you and thank you for watching wherever you guys are. And thanks. Bye.
I wasted. My heart